Live? Oh my gosh, we're live.
And we're
Oh,
live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. Are we live?
What's up,
I think
everyone?
we're
If you
live.
can hear us,
Welcome,
if you can
everybody.
see us,
I don't know if we're
give us
live
a
yet. Are we?
yes.
All right, you ready?
Give us a big yes, a thumbs up. Hello.
We're on. We're on.
You're breathing. Are you breathing? All right, we're live. Welcome,
We're
everybody.
live.
My name is Russell. I'm here with my good buddies, Randall and Danny. And we just wanted to welcome you to the group. It's so awesome to have everybody here. We just started this group the other day, so you guys are the first of many to come, and we're super excited to have you here. So yeah, let's tee up this live stream. Guys, do you want to start off and introduce yourselves? Maybe Danny, start. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself and how you got into coding.
Yeah, sure. So, I was in education for a long time, like over a decade, and just really unhappy because there's no way to keep progressing, and keep going. And so I decided to switch careers, and so I got into really always liked technology and just wanted to do that, something I've always wanted to do. So I did a boot camp actually with you guys, and then just kept doing it and kept working at it, and finally got into it where now I'm comfortable and actually in the field, and it's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, super cool. How about you, Randall?
Yeah, so I actually started out as a programmer out of university, but this was back before the internet when programming was boring. You had to work in a basement with a whole bunch of people who hated their lives. And so I didn't last too long at that job. I went and I pursued a different career, but I really didn't enjoy it at all. And I was stuck in a town that I didn't want to be in, doing work that I really didn't want to do. And so eventually I figured that, the internet has developed, programming coding has developed quite a bit.
Yes, it has.
So we all did a boot camp together. We got to learn a bunch of stuff from that. And then also, while we were doing that, I was also doing a master's in cybersecurity. So I always thought that would be a very cool area to focus on because it was what I wanted to do when I was a kid. But I always thought it was like outside, next level, something that I couldn't do. But after learning that stuff, pairing it with the scripting, with the web development, all the stuff that we've learned together, now I've gotten to a point where I'm getting job offers without even applying for jobs. So it's a pretty cool place to be.
What a great feeling, right? It's awesome. Yeah, and myself, so I have a long history of SEO, digital marketing. I've actually been creating websites with like low code stuff like WordPress and Squarespace for a while now. But I've always been drawn back to sales because that's something that I've just been good at. But I really just don't love sales. I love software development and I just don't love sales. And so I did what I think a lot of people do is settle for a job in the, hope of getting more money.
Yeah.
And yeah, a few years ago, I realized like I just love software development. I love being on computers. I don't love selling, even though I'm good at it. And so we came together, the three of us, and we were all sort of in the same position at the same time. We were like, we just hate what we're doing. We want something new. We want new challenges. We want to be able to, solve puzzles and work cool jobs and learn about technology and do new things. So we decided to do this boot camp together. And as we were going through the boot camp, I think one of the things that we all realized was that there was just so much lacking in a boot camp, right? They pitch it so well, but the reality is a lot of the time they're just there to get your money and they just want to give you a little bit of information about a lot of different topics and you don't really get good at anything. So you end up out of the boot camp and you're like, great, now I know a little bit about everything, but no company wants to hire me. And so that's really why we started this group, because it took us another 1.5 to 2 years of just doing work on our own to realize like what it takes to become a software developer that somebody wants to hire. And so that's our vision for this group, is to really help people who are brand new to coding, who, are just getting started, don't know where to get started, don't know what path to take. We want to help you guys figure out exactly the path for you that works best for you and get you earning money as soon as possible, because that's really the goal, right? Is to find people in your network who can help guide you, mentor you, and get you earning money. Because it's one thing to be a software developer if you're not making money. And trust me, there's plenty of people who want to hire software developers for free, but there's nothing like having people begging to pay you money to do work for them. So that's our vision for this group. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, absolutely. So real quick question for
Yeah.
you guys who are watching this video now. So what would you say is the number one frustration about you starting your coding journey or already in your coding journey, becoming a developer? Is it just you're stuck in a job that you don't like? Is it you've tried coding and it just seems too difficult? Like you can't connect the dots between, you know, the entry level stuff and building projects? Is it you're applying for jobs and nothing's coming, or maybe you've already had jobs and you're just frustrated because you have to go work in a position you don't like? So let us know down in the comments below, what
Yeah, let us
are the
know.
difficulties, what are the frustrations you're facing now? Because when you guys let us know this stuff, we can help you out better in terms of what you're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to answer that on my own because I think that was a big one for me. I spent so many years trying to like learn coding on my own, doing different things like Free Code Academy and Free Code Camp and Code Academy, right? Using those sort of tools. And one of the biggest issues that I found is just they don't point you in a good direction, right? They don't help you with those sort of invisible steps that get you to the next level. And that was my main frustration. That's why I needed a boot camp, but also even after the boot camp, I still sort of felt like I need to start doing stuff on my own. And I think one of the things that's made us be able to sort of jump ahead so quickly, I mean, I would call all three of us advanced intermediate developers at this point. And really, we've only had the education of a junior developer. But the reality is we're able to do that because we've implemented AI so much in what we do and have used it as like our own coding mentor. So I'd also love to see what everyone in the group is saying, because I know there's a lot. I've already talked to a couple of different people about what they're doing, where they are. A lot of people are self-learning, building their own apps for the first time, building really buggy websites. And so our goal here is to really just like turn you guys into awesome developers, utilize AI and all these new technologies to have the most success in the marketplace. So yeah.
I would say too, man, just adding to that, that like the thing I think we also did well because we kept working together too. And like that
Yes.
really helped us all like just get much better, way more than boot camp did actually, because like that's like, I mean, it's like all education. None of it's practical. They just throw a bunch of stuff at you. And like I got so frustrated with the online videos too, most of them, because they're all like so basic. They don't help you answer any questions that you really need once you start creating projects. Like they get you to do like, you know, hello world or like, you know, a to-do list or something, but you can't really, from there, you can't really, there's not the next step to like making a full site or something is very hard. And nobody gives you that like step to get to that next level. So it takes a lot of time. And I think we can really help people get there, I think, a lot quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. There's something to be said for having like a network to lean on or people to like really bounce ideas off of. We've spent the past, I'd say 2 years, 3 years now, every Saturday at this time exactly, meeting together for almost an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, discussing what we're each working on, showing each other our code and how we're applying for jobs, different things so that we can become better. And as a group, we can do that exponentially larger, right? Because now I think there's 20 people in the group now. And that's going to grow very quickly. You guys will see. So as a big group, we can all work together and help each other grow faster. So I don't know, did we get any comments in there, Randall? I don't know if you're watching, but we can answer some of those. Or really, I just want to talk a little bit more about, you know, the value that we're going to be adding to this group over the next few weeks, months, and years, and then what people can expect. So go ahead. Did anyone?
Yeah, so this is going to be a private exclusive group. It's not for everybody, but one of the things that we do plan on giving is this sense of community, because we're all looking to become developers. We all want to improve ourselves. We all want to kind of improve our lives in that direction. And that's one of the great things that we all learn from meeting with each other on a regular basis, that as we grow together as a group, we'll be able to bring. So why don't you go over some of the things you were talking about there, Russ?
Yeah, so some of the things that we're going to be bringing to the group is just our experience as developers, how you guys can, the path that you can take, right? There's a lot of different options in software development. So we're going to talk a lot about that and, you know, where you can go into. Like Randall's really interested in cybersecurity. Danny, when we first started, was really into Python and Django, which are like web frameworks for Python. Myself, I love JavaScript, React, Firebase. That's like what I'm all about. So there's a lot of different places that you can go, right? There's emerging technologies or like blockchain, AR, VR, AI technology. There's just so much out there. And so it's really a huge marketplace that everyone can explore and do what you love in that, right? That's one of the things that I love most about software development is that there's just so much different opportunity to go in any direction that you want, right? Go
Well,
ahead,
and you're
Danny.
never pigeonholed because you can always learn on your
Exactly.
own. If you know how to learn, if you know how to teach yourself, or if you have a community, especially, dude, you can always just do something new. That's the awesome thing too.
Yeah.
That's what I really love about it.
Yeah,
Like you're never
totally.
stuck.
Like that's one of the things that I hated about working other jobs is that I would always get to this level where it's like, okay, there's no progression past this, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm a salesman, but like the next step is like, nothing. It's just like you do sales until you die.
Yeah.
But software development, it's like once you feel like you hit a point where there's nothing more, which I don't even know how you could in software development, but once you feel that, you can just pivot to like a new technology or whatever is new, right? And there's so much out there. So we're going to provide so much value for you guys in terms of like what path to take, what you guys should be learning, how to learn those things faster with AI technology, and just utilizing different tools out there. And at the end of it, we're also going to be selling some stuff, right? Because we want to up level you guys and we want a small group of people that we can really work with like hand in hand. So expect that in the coming weeks, we will be providing products that we will sell to you guys. And these things will benefit you way more than you could ever get out of a boot camp or going to a university or anything like that, because we're giving you the real world stuff here. It's like when you go, and Danny can probably talk about this because he's a professor, right? So when you go to college, we all know that if you've gone to college, a lot of the stuff you learn is not useful in the real world. Like I think the biggest thing
Well,
that you learn in college is how to be an adult, right? Go ahead,
you
Dan.
should remember too that none of the people teaching you are actually working in those fields either. If they even are teaching in these fields, 90% of the time they don't. So it's all theory and no practical stuff. And then there's no help either to get you started. So and I think
Exactly.
that's the biggest fault. And that's what we can actually add is like all that help and all that actual community to help you keep going and keep moving
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah. And our goal here is to build a community of software developers so that we can all help each other, right? Because one of the best things to have in software development is a solid network. And that's what we're building here. So that's a value that we want to bring to the group. We're super excited to have all you guys here. Please stay tuned and watch our other live streams. We're going to be doing a live stream every single week at this time. So come check in with us. You can ask us questions. These live streams will get more dynamic as we go on. And yeah, we're just super excited to have you guys here. Would you guys like to say any parting words to everybody in the group?
Yeah, I'm just going to encourage people to participate. So we're going to be asking you guys questions. We're going to be having polls. We're going to be posting stuff. And the more you guys participate, the more you and also everybody else is going to get out of the community. So if you have questions, guaranteed someone else in the community is probably thinking something along the same lines. So don't hesitate about asking questions. That's what the community is here for. So just make sure that you do participate because it's going to help everybody out, including yourself.
Yeah, I would agree.
Let's just help each other out. I mean, that's what I would add to it too. I think that's the whole point.
Yeah. And there's three of us here, right? Like the three,
Yeah.
Randall, Danny, and myself are here to answer your questions. So ask a question any time of the day and you'll probably get an answer pretty quickly. Because there's just three of us who have eyes on the group at all times. And we really want to make this thing grow into something that benefits a lot of people and create some new, amazing software developers out there in the world who are creating like awesome technologies. And that's you guys. That's the people who are listening right now, that you are the future software developers. So give yourself a little pat on the back and be like, I'm going to do this. Right. And we're going to do it together as a group. So, so with that, I think, do you guys have any other parting words? We're all good. So thank you guys so much for watching. Super excited to start this group with you guys and look forward to seeing you in the next one. We'll see you next Saturday at 9 a.m. Peace.
Peace.